Good morning. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. And I'm excited to tell you some big news today. GW Pharmaceuticals is being bought out. Look at this price movement. Yesterday, I did a video on cannabis. And if you go to the YouTube page, you will see this right here. I did a cannabis one 16 hours ago, 21 views already. Cannabis is hot, and in this video I actually did talk about what I own. I own Charlotte's Web, and I also own GW Pharmaceuticals. Let's hit the refresh and see what's going on with GW Pharmaceutical. You see it's still going up, and for those who know, I show my portfolio on ETrade. If you just scroll down right here, I own GW Pharmaceutical right here, and you see that I'm up $1,000 today. Again, I've been playing different cannabis stocks for a while. It's really hard to know which one's going to do well or not. But cannabis is moving up as a whole. This one does cannabis infused drink. They have a deal with, I think, the rights with Bob Marley. Okay, so let's try to end an iron condor. So I'm going to show you this SPY here. This one has a February 26 expiration. Let me show you that real quick. We'll hit the close button. On the February 26th, there's 24 days left. That's this one here with two contracts. Here on the spreadsheet, you will see the February 26th, the one with two contracts has 24 days before it expires. I collected $136 per contract. I can end it today for roughly 60, which you will see over here. You see that? I can end it for 60. So what I'll do here is let's just put in the 60 for the debit, and let's see if it goes across. And if so, we'll create a new order after we close this one. What this is saying is we're going to lock in our profits. We collected more. It's still open here. Well, let's hit the refresh. We're going to have to move it a little bit higher. Let's do 64. And let's see, did it go across? And there you go. I got it across at 64. Go back to the spreadsheet. 64 is this one over here. I'm going to mark that as a close now. So that one is closed. Hit the save button. Let's not use a formula anymore, so that one will not change. Since we just closed an S&P 500, let's create another one. So we're just going to do that. We'll probably do another iron condor. And let me just set this up. For this one, we're going to pick a March 19, which is about 44 days away. Okay, I loaded up Power ETrade, put in the symbol SPY over here. You make sure you got to select the correct date. I'm going to use this one here, 44 days expiration. And what I'm looking at right now is maybe using this one here. This one has about a 15 delta, 7% chance of happening that's on the put side, the short put. And then on the upside, right now is at 382. I'm going to probably pick a 410, maybe something like this. A 10% delta, 15% chance of happening. And that's what this will look like. You collect $1.33, which is less than, because I'm doing farther away with safer deltas, you're going to collect less premium. If I move this $10 or $20 lower and this one $20 higher, you'll collect a bigger credit. You can collect $200 or $300 per contract. But I like my odds really low because you can do this week in and week out without much risk. And that's what I'm going to do here. And let's just do, let's see if the numbers will be right. That's wrong. The quote is, I don't know why it jumped up, but I'm okay with that. If it jumped up, let's try to collect a little bit more. Let's move it up. And let's try to get this trade in. Hit the preview order. And the key here is look at the impact. The impact is $2,000 in cash. It's going to hold up. So I just sold it, so I released some cash back in. And then you can see that it's a $10 whiff. So each contract will take $1,000 in buying power. minus whatever the proceeds you're collecting. And that's why it's not 3,000 here, because I'm collecting $440 here. Let's just put in the trade. And I don't think it will go in because normally I place it about a little bit above the mid. So you see it's not going to go in. I'll give it a few seconds. I'll start lowering the credit to maybe $1.45 or something like that, and it will go. And if you take a quick look, it went across at $1.45. While that was happening, I want to show you what I just did. You see that? I just rolled another contract. You see, less than a minute apart or 2 minutes apart. I rolled this out into the future. I added more time, but I also moved this $1 up in strike price, and I collected a premium. You can see that over here. I collected a net premium, and the reason why is this stock is moving up. My cover call was in the money, so I need to get ahead of it, and I roll. So that's what I did here. These are really hard to roll out of. I have a lot of time left. I'm not going to roll again. I'm just waiting for these to catch up in time before I do anything here. Nothing to do here. Intel, I'm actually waiting to see if Intel flattens out. It needs to stay between my 62 and 55. So we'll wait a little bit because I don't think I made any money on these yet, so I'm going to wait. Now it's time to do the audit or transaction history. So I'm going to go to ETrade and just copy it into here. And the only thing you should notice is the date. The last date is the 29th, so I need to copy everything from Monday and Tuesday into this spreadsheet. So let's copy. And I need a lot of formatting fixes because I'm copying 2 days worth. Okay, I'm going to copy this. There you go. And then there's a little bit more. And I don't copy anything with today, so I need the first, which is fine. This is garbage. And the second, so let me copy that out. And let me paste that in. Okay, and I fix all of these up. I think the last thing I need to fix are the calls and the puts. Let me just double check. Yeah, these look wrong. So let me just fix that up. And I think we're good now. I'm going to save that. Okay, so I fixed all of that. You see these look good now. So let's go to the very top. We're going to go to the pivot now. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. And then let's hit the refresh button. And you see there should be 2 days of data, which there is. And there is a problem with my dividend, so let me fix that real quick. Let's try again. And there you go. I fixed it now. Fixed the dividend. Let's go to the dividend by month. Okay, let's now pivot on this one here. And you see, because the data is a new month, it will come up on this chart here. So what I normally like to do is I like to collapse it per month so you can sort of see it. So let's grab, okay, so now what we got to do is this. From now on, I got to grab this monthly total to get a year. I need the year running total. So when we go back here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because I'm keeping track, I'm keeping a running total. We need to make sure we use the right total. And we're using 162 trades. So this is week number 5. We're in February. So these are done. So, and this week is the one we're working on right now. As you can see, we're up to 162. And then don't worry about the number of trades yet. And this is as of today, the P&L is 36.67. And of course, these numbers change every day and every week. And for a really quick rundown of how the merger will work for GW Pharmaceutical with Jazz, you get $200 cash for every share you have. I have 20 shares, so I get $4,000 cash. And then you get $20 of stock for every share you have. So that equals $400 of the new company. Now, most companies during a merger, you don't get fractional shares. So the closest thing you can do is get, you see that? It's $156. Basically, I get 2 shares, and then they'll give you the remaining in cash. So if I want to own Jazz Pharmaceutical, there's a couple ways I can do that. Either you sell everything today and buy Jazz now, or just wait, because it makes no sense for me to do this early, because GW is only worth 213 right now, and the merger is worth 220 for every share. It makes no sense for me to do anything now. If things change, then you can do other stuff. But the way they structure it, most of the time they peg it to a percentage of shares you get, so that if Jazz shares move up, you actually get more value. But the way they structure it, I don't think there's going to be any arbitrage play or picking one way or another will make more value. So we'll just see and wait until more information comes out. But I'm quite excited about that. Cannabis is moving up. We talked about that earlier yesterday. I talked about all the things that are moving up. So we can see, here you go. This one is up 8%. You can see all of these over here. Tilray's up 17. Chronos is up 9. Hexo, APHA, and I think my True Leave is up also. So everything is up. So True Leave is also up. True Leave is a US, so there's some differences. Some of these are Canadian, some of these are US. I buy a little bit of both just to see what's going to happen, but I think there may be some more room to run. I do like True Leave because if you see, there is a PE ratio, and if you slide down here, you can see the profit. You can see this, their sales is growing, which is what everybody likes to look at. All right, that concludes this video. Keep an eye on cannabis space. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to run, just like 2018. When 2018 happened, Bitcoin actually went down, cannabis went up, and then cannabis just had a hard time. But this year, who knows? Maybe they're both going to run and push up. A lot of stories still think Bitcoin will finish out the year at over 50,000 per coin. So I've been keeping an eye on that. And I know this is generally not a Bitcoin video, but I wanted to show you what the price are. And you can see Bitcoin itself is up to 30, almost 37,000. 7 days is here. Here's what Ether is, or Ethereum. You can see it's doing really well. This is an all-time high. The last time was the 1,300 and change is the all-time high. It broke past that yesterday, and it's still continuing to run. So I'm really excited because I actually have both. I'm a big fan of never betting on one horse. You buy 3 or 4 different horses, or you bet on them and see what happens. I don't even know if this is a joke or not. I don't follow it, so I have no idea what that is. Is there a real token? I have no idea. XRP is interesting because most companies are delisting it. Litecoin is still lagging. This will not break all-time highs until it breaks over 330 bucks. So you can see this. Some of these are doing well. I don't follow anything else, but keep your eyes on Bitcoin. It's doing really, really well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Each of the things that you do will help the algorithm share my videos with more users. I want more people to see this so we can help other people win with money. If you feel like, you can support me by donating Litecoin. I provide a link there. I don't do Amazon links anymore, selling books. Those were not really worth it for right now. You know, you make 2 or 3 cents per sale. But I'd rather you send me a tip. So let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day.